How do you price your product so you sell like crazy? Well, today we're gonna go into the 5 ways that you can determine the price of your product, even if it's original. So when people see the offer of the product in front of them, they will have to buy it. Let's get into it. Number 1, most important, do your research on your competition. Now, this is if you have a product that can be compared to others. Now, I understand some of you are creating something more unique, but you need to understand that 99% of products can be compared to something else, okay? So understand, are you on the differentiating side or the cost side? What business type are you? And understand and know what your research is. You need to know your battlefield, okay? Because every business has holes in it, and you need to know what your business holes are so you can patch them up. And a way to do this is when you're starting, if you're even making your product, is research your competition, even buy the product from them, find those holes and implement it into your own so you can use their weaknesses into your own product. That's a huge way to win. Also understand these are people that are competing against you. Now there is a respect in business, but you do need to understand you're trying to win. You're trying to dominate. You want as much market share as possible. You can't do that if you're fighting blindfolded. So you need to know who's out there and who's going against you, because if you don't, they're gonna know who you are and you're gonna lose, okay? Number 2, customer avatar. Who are you selling to, okay? Who are you selling to? Your product is not intended for everyone, okay? Me selling window cleaning and pressure washing isn't meant for a 12-year-old kid who's on his iPad. He doesn't have a house, okay? Like that. Seems basic, but you need to know who you're selling to, because that demographic might have different price anchoring, might have different wants and needs implemented into your product, okay? Who is your target? Who are you selling to? Who are you not selling to, okay? This can be good for paid ads. Where are your paid ads at? Are they targeting the demographic they should be? If you have already sold your product, you can use your CRM or whatever tools you have on data of who is actually buying your product and target more towards those people. Do research on these people. If you don't have customers yet, do research on your competition's customers and then take what you need from that, okay? Number 3, I should honestly say this is the most important. The value of your product should always be higher than your price. And the reason this is because you want people to come back to you. You also want people to be happy, because referrals are a real thing. And in this day and age with being online, if your product is crappy, people are gonna know about it pretty quickly. So make sure the value is always higher than the price, because it should be. There's no reason these two should be equal, because I should be overjoyed and think this was the best decision of my life buying said product, okay? An example of this, for window cleaning, I got booked out for a little bit and I was thinking about raising my price, and I realized I can't because the value of my product wasn't higher than my price. So what I did is I shadowed as a subcontractor to another company who's been doing window cleaning for 10 plus years, took all their SOPs, their standards of procedure in window cleaning and how they do it to make them that good, because they've been in the industry for 10 years. I'm brand new and I'm charging a good amount. They're charging way more than me, and I need to know how, that they have the credibility and the product to even sell it at that. So now that I've shadowed with them for a couple jobs, I now can take that information, years of experience, into my own work, and now I can raise my price because my value, my product value, has shot through the roof, okay? Now, understand price is a reflection of certainty. Example is my coaching course. It's priced at $299. That $299 is certainty that there is more value than the price given. In fact, there's exponential value, because if you listen to what I teach you, you'll have paying clients by the end and you'll be making $300 a day easily. Because I make a lot more than that, to be honest with you, and I followed those steps. So make sure that if you're unsure about your price, it's probably because your value is lower than your price and you're not certain about it, okay? Let's say, for example, if you're a little unsure about your price, if I said drop it by 10%, would you be like, oh, that's a steal? Then that's probably what your price should be at, okay? Obviously, if you've done your research and it says it to be there, go with that, okay? Never undersell yourself, but understand that you have to be certain. You have to be so sure that your product is worth its price, because people see your certainty. People see how you act. People see how you view your own product, and you need to make sure that you're certain, you're confident, you're not wavering on that price because you know how much it's worth. Number 5, test, adjust, dominate. This is across all industries, okay? People throw stuff out for prices and drop them. They do discounts, they do other stuff. They try to test the waters to find that perfect sweet spot. I tested with research price of people who were very low price in window cleaning. I adjusted it. Example for me was when I did my research on pressure washing, I put it out and I was charging 30 cents a square foot, which is on the cheaper end where I'm at, because in some places that can be expensive. And I adjusted it to about 36 cents now. And I've wavered in between, and now that's my sweet spot where I can go to a job, I can price it at that, and I'm like, that's totally worth it. I don't have to be like, will they say yes? Who cares if they say yes? That's a good deal, okay? So that's how you dominate. Guys, this is how you price your products. Research, and understand that value has to be higher than price, and you need certainty. You also need to test it, okay? Hope this helps. Have a lovely rest of your day. Peace out.